And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, now a look at Dallas' starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in its small forward. And for Los Angeles, Baca is out there with Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Paul George. And it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. Beverley with the ball. Now guarded by Porzingis. Chalk up 2 there.
Well, I'll tell you this. If the defense collapses, if it makes a mistake momentarily, Beverley has the kind of basketball IQ to take advantage.
Down low. Here's Kleba. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Leonard, that's for 2. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Doncic outside. Left side, Porzingis. Out to Doncic. Drops in the tray.
Well, the Slovenian delivers from deep. Luka Doncic lets his outside shooting set up the rest of his well-rounded offensive game.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it, and it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
It's stolen by Ibaka. Leonard finds Beverley, and we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
The 3 from George.
And that's a great play on defense there. Forced him to rethink the shot and then able to come up with the steal.
What a pass by Luka Doncic. He's got tremendous size, and obviously they want the ball in his hands.
Beverley against Hardaway. The shot by George, wide open. Los Angeles with another miss. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Leonard kicks to Beverley to stop the run. The shot, no good. Now Dallas takes it the other way, and there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Beverley against Doncic. There's the pass to Porzingis. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Porzingis has got his second basket of the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's foul number 2 for him. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Outside Hardaway. Out to Doncic. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity.
The speed in transition. Paul George is dynamic in space.
Doncic outside. Second chance shot. Kleba finds Doncic. Up again. No luck. They battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. Pulls up. High post. Again, Los Angeles.
Shooting off the dribble is probably one of the toughest skills in the NBA, but Kawhi has it mastered.
Stolen by Beverly. And here we go. Beverly heading to the hoop. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1.
Boy, Patrick Beverly, what a pleasure this guy is to watch. The level of competitiveness, the commitment to the defensive end. Man, he can raise the team.
Back to Leonard. Knocks it loose. George with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. Shot clock at 6. And Leonard puts it up from deep 3. Tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's foul number 2 for him. Doncic against Beverly. And Doncic gets it to go.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
Right side Leonard. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The Mavericks on top, up by 1. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, we've got Tim Hardaway Jr. Porzingis is out there with Josh Richardson. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position. Beverly against Doncic. Pass to Finney Smith. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 5 rebounds tonight, and they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Then for the Mavericks, Willie Cauley-Stein. He's checked in for Porzingis. Marjanovic comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Jackson misses. The Mavericks trailing. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That's his first foul. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Richardson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Zubats, bounce pass. And Cousins kicks to Zubats. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Dallas. Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Pass to Reddick. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Zubats.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Kennard's shot is off. The Mavericks leading. Here's Richardson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
And that one's good. Marjanovic.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Jackson kicks to Kennard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Kennard's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Jackson against Brunson. Over Jackson. Brunson, no good. Clippers trail by 3, and so they choose to intentionally foul. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Jackson passes to Kennard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Brunson the pass to Marjanovic. And the rejection by Cousins.
DeMarcus Cousins proving you don't have to be a high flyer to block shots. That's about positioning and timing.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Brunson against Jackson. Brunson the pass to Cauley Stock. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside Jackson. Lets it go from deep. Mavericks with the rebound.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 1. Cousins dishes to Batum. Outside Jackson. Passes to Zubats. Outside for Batum. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And here comes the break. Here's Doncic. And he makes that one. And now a 3-point Maverick lead.
Well, this speaks to the feel that Kristaps Porzingis has for the game of basketball. If you're open, he'll find you.
So, all right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hey everybody, welcome back. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. Their biggest advantage of the period was 7 points.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Dallas leading by 3. Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ibaka. Then it's Paul George. And it's Beverly in at the 1. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Here's Doncic. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
George finds Leonard. Ibaka, great positioning on the putback.
I have always loved the intensity with which Serge Ibaka plays, especially on the glass. He understands how to use his length.
Here's Doncic. Some solid defense from Ibaka.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Clippers trail by 3. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Right side, George. Leonard with no one around.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
Leonard attacking, and here's Morris for 3. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Here's Doncic. He's got 11. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. He had a nice open look right there. Doncic has got the lead up to 7 now for the Mavs. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Leonard the pass to George. Left side Ibaka. On the wing, Morris. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Beverly against Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
I'll tell you this, Luka Doncic will never turn down an opportunity to finish at the rim. He's elite and loves those opportunities.
George looking over the floor. Lays it up and banks it in.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, he throws it down with such ease. That rim might as well be 8 feet off the ground.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
A wide open look here for Ibaka. From outside, off the mark. Dallas leading by 9. Doncic outside. All the way up top. The 3. It's hauled in by George.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And he commits the intentional foul. 1:57 left to play here in the third. And George, here we go.
You got to love the penetration by Paul George. He's really quick on his feet, and the defense cannot handle him right now.
The Clippers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Here's Doncic. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And the Clippers call time here.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Outside, George. Here's Morris. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Paul George will force you to stay balanced defensively, because if you have a miscue, he will find the open guy.
Now Brunson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Powell kicks to Richardson. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And that's an intentional foul.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Free throw shooting, not an area he has worried about at all. How about last year, 88% from the line?
Well, I don't know that when he was selected 10th overall back in 2010, that the casual fan understood that Paul George would become one of the most effective two-way players in the NBA, but he's done just that.
And so it's Dallas with him. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. It's his first trip to the line.
And last season he was successful 81% of the time when he went to the line, so he didn't waste a lot of opportunities.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. 54 seconds left here in the third quarter. Jackson against Brunson. Jackson drives in, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Not an easy basket for Jackson. He doesn't shoot a really high percentage, but he does make a lot of tough hoops.
Brunson the pass to Cauley Stein. Richardson kicks to Brunson. Takes it off the glass. Brunson's got 4 this quarter.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
Jackson passes to Kennard. Gets a hand on it. Cousins on the follow.
Let's remember that a 7'6" wingspan accompanies the frame of DeMarcus Cousins. Somebody might want to box him out.
A floater. Nice D from Cousins. Kennard for 3. That shot off. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Mavericks on top, up 5. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick, because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. They've got Richardson. Powell is out there with Cauley Stein. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Redick in a 2-guard. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. The first free throw is good. Good on both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Clippers trail by 5. Now here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
Brunson scanning the floor. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Jackson kicks to Kennard. Zubats against Cauley Stein. Jackson misses.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Brunson finds Redick. Count the basket.
You love how Powell goes to work on the block, muscles his way to establish himself and deliver.
The pass to Kennard. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Here's Zubats, and the dunk by Zubats.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Here's Brunson. Doesn't go for him. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
A different look for the Clippers. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. It's a 5-point game. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. George against Hardaway. And Morris throws it down.
Well, Marcus Morris, such a solid understanding of how to take advantage of the pick-and-roll situation.
Doncic dishes to Hardaway. Back to Doncic. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That free throw good from Doncic.
And I think, guys, over time, you would anticipate Luka Doncic becoming more and more of a leader. This guy is so fun to watch from a skill perspective.
He is absolutely the guy you want at the line in that situation. It just shows you how much he loves these moments.
Leonard attacking, and then Leonard with the dunk.
Kawhi Leonard has been in so many big-time situations. How confident is he right there?
Doncic feeling it out. Good work defensively by Morris. And so they foul intentionally. And the Mavericks making a change here. Marjanovic is checked in. Clippers trail by 3. Outside Leonard. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. The 3 from George. No good that time. And it's Dallas the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul. Dallas leading by 3. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Doncic has been in this position many times. He makes it look easy.
Pass to Beverly from outside the arc. The Mavericks pull it in. Marjanovic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Doncic against Beverly. Doncic kicks to Marjanovic. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 5th assist in this one.
Boy, there is an artistry and a feel to Luka Doncic's game. This guy is elite with his playmaking. Paul George loves delivering when the game is on the line at his absolute best.
And Doncic, here we go. And the dunk by Doncic.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Poked away. Outside Hardaway. For the 3. That's good from Doncic on the assist from Hardaway. And it's a 10-point Dallas lead.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds. There's 14 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Outside, George, out to Ibaka, lets it go with a 3. And the Clippers miss again. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Doris. Then it's Paul George, and it's Beverly in at the guard position. And for the Nuggets, We've got Will Barton. Porter is out there with Gordon. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Murray in at the point guard. Now here's Beverly. George looking around. Back to Beverly. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanics, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But, again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
And now the Nuggets, fast break. And Barton throws it down.
Whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
Tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat, and he was in shock and awe. But now he's got a big smile on his face.
And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points in the ballgame. The shot by George, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Leaving folks open around Barton is a no-no. He'll torch you whenever you do that.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Here's Beverly. Outside Leonard. Morris right side. Leonard finds Morris. Lobs it up for Ibaka. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And the slithery agility of Ibaka. Not many guys can go up with him to stop the catch and dunk.
Beverly against Murray. Here's Jokic. And he banks in the layup.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
George with the ball. Good defense by Jokic.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
And that one's good by Porter.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
It's tipped. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Now, here is Morris. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I'll tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does.
And it's good to see George concentrate on getting the ball to the open man. Excellent floor awareness.
Here's Murray. Passes it to Jokic. It's stolen by Ibaka. And here we go with Morris. Running it up the court. All sorts of time. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Murray with the ball. No good with the elbow jumper.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
There's 1:17 left in the first quarter of the game. And there's the pass to Barton. Back to Murray. Beyond the arc. Drills the three-pointer.
Got to give respect to the range of Murray. And he can nail it from distance.
Now George. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Gordon. Barton passes to Gordon. Now Jokic. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
And, well, he's been the NBA's leader in blocks multiple times. Ibaka just has that rare instinct for it.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Leonard finds Ibaka. Let's go. And it's sent back by Jokic. And he recovers it. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Morris for 3. The shot, no good. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Nuggets lead by 4. After this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them, guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Ibaka in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. For the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Cousins comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Batum in for Leonard. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. So for the Clippers, Luke Kennard, he's checked in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverley.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
At the elbow, it's Cousins. Kennard on the wing. Back to Cousins. Millsap with the steal. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. And the rejection by Cousins.
Well, I love when Cousins uses his reach and strength to stymie shooters. Nice positioning on defense there.
Morris outside. He feeds it to Millsap. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. The Clippers trail. Kennard, the pass to Zubac. Floats it up for Cousins. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
How about that? Cousins throwing it down on the alley-oop. Go ahead, big fella.
To the inside. Stolen by Zubac. Cousins inside. Covered by Morris. It's good. Cousins has got the lead up to 3 now for Los Angeles. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Rivers can't get it to go. Clippers leading by 3. Kennard for 3. Offensive rebound. Cousins on the follow.
Cousins doing a nice job using that big body of his to get another possession for his team.
And Morris has got the ball here for Denver. Nothing offensively yet from them in this second quarter. Here's Rivers. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
That's serving it up on the platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
Jackson kicks to Kennard. Pass to Zubac. McGee with the block.
Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot blocking.
Dozier can't get it to go.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there. Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Rivers finds Morris. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Batum. Outside for Jackson. Batum passes to Cousins. Outside Jackson. Just 2 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Nuggets trail by 3. Morris looking over the floor. McGee in the high post. 1:29 left to play here in the second quarter. To the middle. Here's Dozier. Tries again. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Here's Millsap inside. Tries it again. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Nicholas Batum.
Oh, I like seeing Millsap sell that pump fake. He's very effective at drawing the foul once that defender has bid on the fake.
Los Angeles leading by 3. Pass to Kennard. Los Angeles with another miss.
Boy, defense non-existent there. But they catch a break as he whiffs it.
And the shot goes in. Jokic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Jokic fully capable of knocking down the mid-range jumper. Tremendous confidence from here. You got to D him up better than that.
Here's Jackson, and it's sent back by Jokic. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Jackson kicks to Zubats. Kennard against Barton. Count it.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Yeah, things are starting to look up. I mean, they're making amends for that slow start, finding a rhythm right now.
From deep three-point range, offensive rebound. Outside, Batum. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They only had a couple rough... And...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at DeMarcus Cousins, what a contribution.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. I mean, they've got to do a better job boxing out.
Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Murray out there with Will Barton. And it's Porter at the 3, the small forward. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
And, you know, this is something Jokic does extremely well. He excels at finding the open man with quality passes.
And Beverly kicks to Ibaka. Dishes to George. Shoots over Barton. Rebound by Murray. The Nuggets trail.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season. Came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
For the lead, here's Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Wheeling and dealing in the pick and roll. Murray, an encouraging sign of him improving as a passer.
Now, here's George. Ibaka outside. And the pass to Morris. He kicks it to George. The feed to Ibaka. Jokic with the steal. And now Millsap pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Clippers trail by 3. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body. And I think we will see that in time.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
Murray kicks to Barton. Floats it up for Millsap. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Barton against George. He dishes it to Ibaka. Just 5 on the clock. Kicks it to Beverly. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Here's Murray up on top, defended by Beverly. Murray, no good. Clippers trail by 3. Pass to Beverly. Clippers moving the ball around. Here's Ibaka. Drains it from 17 feet out. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Beverly, the pass to Ibaka. Over Jokic. Here's Beverly, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Beverly's got his first bucket in this one. Murray against Beverly. Murray dishes to Porter. To the paint. It's stolen by Ibaka. And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody back.
Love the unselfishness of Beverly. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Millsap.
And the execution has just been off defensively here in the second. Play after play, it's almost as if they're a step slow. And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Leonard looking around. And the layup's good off the glass. Leonard's got 6.
And we've seen Leonard's ball handling improve over the years, especially in the pick and rolls where he has grown to be very effective.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still... And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Kennard is out there with Jackson. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Batum. And it's Zubats in at the 5, roaming the paint. Left side, Gordon. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Yeah, I don't know if it's coincidence or not, but a much better half since they changed hoops. And they're really looking strong here.
Kennard for 3. But they recover it. And Cousins kicks to Kennard. There's the triple. Floats it up for Cousins. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Denver.
the activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Here's Jackson. Second shot opportunity, tipped away. Stolen by McGee. And pushing it up. Here's Denver, pushing it up. Gordon finds McGee. Gordon trying to break loose. Denver with a new 14. Rivers passes to Morris. From past the arc. The Clippers grab the miss. Cousins has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Jackson drives in, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
The quickness of Reggie Jackson, terrific. Superb at slicing apart the defense with his drive to the rack.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Leonard comes in for Ivica Zubac. And Paul George is subbed in for Luke Kennard. Pass to Dozier. Back to Morris. McGee up top. Here's Rivers. The offensive rebound and the second chance effort by Gordon. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Barton against George. And the layup is good.
And George just has an uncanny knack for providing these kinds of baskets. And he makes it look so easy.
Murray surveying the D. Barton against George. Barton kicks to Jokic. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
When it's an important possession, Jokic steps up big.
Beverly against Murray. Morris outside. Outside, George. Ibaka for 3. And it's Denver with the rebound.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection.
Well, you know, on the inside, Porter is a very skilled player. He understands that you've got to be multi-dimensional, a lot of versatility to your game to be effective inside.
Barton against George. And it's George finishing it off.
And because of Paul George's composure and even-keeled nature, his teammates have great trust in him in these situations.
It's deflected. It's stolen by Ibaka. Beverly, the pass to Leonard. Got it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And despite being a little guy, Beverly knows how to step up big. Terrific at delivering when his team needs an important basket.
Murray against Beverly. 6 to shoot. Beverly against Murray. Jokic. It drops.
How about the big-time clutch basket from Jokic? No backup in him, despite the major pressure.
George against Barton. Now, here is George. He's tightly guarded. Ibaka, wide open, he fires. Can't connect from long distance. Barton kicks to Murray. Barton passes to Murray. Here's Gordon, and here's Jokic. Wide open look here for Murray. So the Nuggets win it. It was up for grabs, right? Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do It's great to be with you on a Monday afternoon as we get set for this broadcast. Now let's send it down to David.
Hey, Kevin, the Mavericks had far and away the league's.
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening line. Michael Porter's out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Will Barton. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Jokic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Doncic. Outside Hardaway. Shot clock at 5. Here's Porzingis. Jokic grabs the miss.
You dig down deep at some of the numbers. Jokic is a much better defender than what he gets credit for. I think we always think about athleticism around rim protection, but sometimes it's just about size and smarts, and he has that.
Now, here's Doncic, following the miss by Michael Porter. Doncic against Porter. Here's Porzingis. Good on the bucket. Porzingis has got the game going with his first points of the game for the Mavs.
They're going to take a little bit more to get Porzingis off of his sweet spot and his offensive game now.
And Jokic likes physical play. Brent, he embraces the contact.
Well, you look at his physique, and I think he can absorb a lot of what it is that comes his way. But he's comfortable wrestling. He's got druthers. He knows what that's like. And he also loves to mess around with those press conference microphones, as we see. You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Murray against Doncic. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
The defense tried, but Doncic gets through. Luka able to put a smooth release on the shot despite the contact.
Now here's Barton. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Outside, Porter. Barton passes to Gordon. Over Kleba. Wide open look here for Murray. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Down low. Over Jokic. Pass to Porzingis. It's hauled in by Gordon.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Jokic kicks to Murray. No good from outside. The Mavericks leading. Doncic feeling it out. Outside, Porzingis. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Porzingis has got his second bucket. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
and now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad that's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Porter dishes to Murray. Launches a three. Not going to fall. Starting off slow. He misses his first three from the floor. Doncic with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter. Doncic against Murray. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. 5 to shoot. Out to Doncic. Another three for Dallas.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Now here's Murray. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Hardaway finds Doncic. Porzingis against Jokic. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Porter pulls it in.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
They get the rebound.
A little bit of hustle, a little bit of energy. Jokic right now pounding the offensive glass and not quitting on these possessions.
Doncic outside. It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Dallas, Jalen Brunson out there with Josh Richardson. Then there's J.J. Redick. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Melli in at the power forward. Kicks it out to Richardson. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Pulls up on the wing. Will not go. This is off the front iron. The Nuggets trail by 4. Martin passes to Jokic. Redick against Porter. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Offline with his three. Fast break, Dallas. Passes it to Melly. Redick bounce pass. Powell inside. Defended by Gordon. The shot by Powell, no good. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter.
And a five-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
Brunson against Murray. Powell kicks to Redick. No good on the triple.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Porter dishes to Gordon. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on J.J. Redick.
An inactive player, Gordon can be a handful to keep up with throughout the course of the game.
And he knocks down the first one. And G.A., even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
Here's Powell. There's the three. That shot off the mark. And it's Denver the other way. Martin passes to Gordon. Martin surveying the floor. The Nuggets with another miss. Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And yes, it's good. Richardson's got his first points in this one.
Even when Richardson's getting knocked around a little bit, he can still finish, especially when he's going straight to the rim.
Stolen by Brunson. Fast break, Dallas. Redick's got the ball. Drills it from outside. Now it's a 6-point Maverick lead.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick two at the other end.
Murray, good.
Meeting the defense with a tenacious will to score. Murray giving you that effort.
Murray against Brunson. And there's the pass to Mellon over Gordon. And that one hits back iron.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
The drive by Jokic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The playmaking of Jokic, so incredible. Creating this inverted offense. Bones, for your money, does it matter what position your best playmaker occupies?
I don't think so. And Jokic might be the secret sauce to that, and proving that from the center position, much like Arvydas Sabonis and Vlade Divac before him, can impact and also frustrate opposing defenses because you can't stop the center from making these kind of plays.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now here's Rivers. Pass to Jokic. Sweet move, and Jokic slams it in.
I like that, staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
Brunson kicks to Richardson. There's a minute left to play here in the half. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Denver. 4-point game. Pass to Jokic. Back to Morris. Millsap down low. The shake. And the layup is up and in.
Well, Millsap, the go-to guy here. This offense has some sets where they like to get him the ball in some isolation. Good work on the inside that time.
Brunson kicks to Richardson. Back to Brunson. Three-pointer. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
A good decision-making with the ball in his hands for Paul Millsap. That's a terrific beat.
here's Brunson. No points in the game yet for him. Richardson outside. It's a tie game in Dallas.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He had 8 points, 2 assists. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
So on the floor for Denver, we've got Rivers, Paul Millsap out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Monte Morris, and it's Dozier into the small forward position. It's 2-on-1. Passes it to Melo. Drops in the layup for 2. You know, Greg, you probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Brunson against Morris. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Now it's a 4-point Dallas lead. Denver shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. The pass to Dozier. And the turnover again by Denver. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
90 seconds now into the second half. Brunson finds Richardson. And the wide open shot from Redick connects from 3-point range. Redick's got 6 points.
They're not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field. He was very reliable, keeping the ball in his hands during the first half. He's had a bad case of the butterfingers here in the second.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Murray against Kleba. Murray dishes to Gordon. To end the run. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Luka Doncic.
And the athleticism Gordon has poses so many problems for defenders, especially when he's looking to score from there.
Mavericks leading by 5. Here's Doncic. 8 points for him. Pass to Finney-Smith. Outside Hardaway. Misses the 3.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Jokic with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Feeds to Gordon. Jokic trying to free himself up. It's good from Gordon on the assist by Jokic. Gordon's got 4 points now in the quarter. Doncic against Murray. Now here's Doncic, guarded closer. Hardaway, no good. The Nuggets trail by 3. To the inside, stolen. Pass to Finney-Smith. And it's good, 2 points.
And love how much Doncic believes in himself. It shows when he shoots off the pass like that.
A guy who just continues to earn more minutes You know, Finney Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year, more efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney Smith is a guy you can win with.
1:24 left in the third quarter. Jokic with the steal. Oh, and here we go with Gordon. Nobody back. Good work there as it goes. Now just a 1-point Maverick lead.
Jokic taking initiative on defense, showing he has those hands on that end of the floor as well.
The drive by Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Man, I didn't know he could get up like that.
They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
There's 37 seconds left in the third. Murray against Doncic. 5 on the clock. Jokic with the steal. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That is his first foul of the game. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Morris against Brunson. Now, here is Morris. Defense is right there. For the lead, the feed to Millsap. It's stolen by Marjanovic. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Mavericks lead by 1. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Trey Burke is out there with Doncic. Then there's Marjanovic. Then there's J.J. Redick. And it's Melli in at the 4. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Here's Burke. Drains the three-pointer.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Morris passes to Dozier. He dishes it to Millsap. He feeds it to McGee. Back to Millsap. And he could not get that one to go. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Burke kicks to Doncic. Makes good on the step-back jumper. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
The dish to Burke. To the middle. Here's Melli. That one falls coming off Burke's feet.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50. Now
Morris. inside. Millsap fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
A different look for Dallas. Zinkas, he's checked in for Melly. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for J.J. Redick. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Burke. Doncic against Murray. Out to Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Porzingis can't hit.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And if they've been saving a sure thing play, now is the time for it.
18 feet out. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Millsap.
Now, that's why Millsap is such a counted-on player. Just knows how to hit the big ones.
Doncic against Murray. Doncic passes to Porzingis. The jumper from the free throw line is good.
Porzingis making it count, wants to come through big time and does here.
The Nuggets trail by 3. There's 1:47 left in the fourth quarter. Murray kicks to Millsap. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Millsap's got 8 here in the quarter.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Murray against Doncic. Launches it. It's good for the 7th time this game. He's shot 7. He has made 7.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Murray, the pass to Jokic. 1:16 left in the fourth quarter. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Nice move. He lays it in. 10 points for Jokic.
Look, Jokic continues to get confidence. He is becoming that guy for this team.
Doncic with it. It counts.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Murray against Doncic. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Doncic against Murray. Doncic left side. Money!
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Barton outside. Porter looking it over. Back to Barton. And so it's Dallas winning this one. Robert, David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. It's great to be with you on a Monday afternoon as we get set. Here are the five for the Clippers. Marcus Morris is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Beverly in at the point. And for the Mavericks, Kleba is the four with Porzingis in the middle. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the three slot. In the corner, George with it. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Here's Beverly. To the paint. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist from Ibaka.
Listen, Kawhi Leonard has built his game brick by brick. You want him to score on the interior? No problem.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. The three-pointer, no good. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Ibaka, laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Boy, that open look set up by Kawhi Leonard, that's probably the most underrated aspect of his game.
And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach, Doris, to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
Mavericks have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Porzingis passes to Doncic. Here's Finney Smith. Back to Doncic. Paul George with the steal. A three from Morris. Got a piece of it. Leonard kicks to Morris. Beverly dishes to George. His three-pointers off the mark. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Hardaway for three. It's good from long range.
Well, we know that Tim Hardaway Jr. can space the floor. You don't want to allow him to start cooking.
George against Hardaway. The shot by George, no good. Mavericks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Another 3 for Dallas.
What I love about Luka Doncic is how much fun he has playing the game. Shots like that, the flair just demonstrate it.
Now here's George. Goes up on the wing. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Beverly against Doncic. Porzingis inside. A shot by Kleba, wide open. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Down low. And George with the stuff.
And plays like that demonstrate Paul George's athletic ability. He's not just an elite scorer, he is a high flyer.
Now here's Doncic. The 3. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And here is Doncic after Paul George getting his 3 to go. The drive by Doncic. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Doncic has got 5 now.
If he sees a lane to the rim, Doncic will capitalize. Nice drive.
Beverly with the ball. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Leonard with no one around. From outside, off the mark. Mavericks trail by 3. Hardaway kicks to Doncic. Fires for 3. Good on the triple. 8 points for him.
Hard to find any weakness in Doncic's offensive game. Boy, when this three-point shot is dropping, look out.
Leonard on the wing. Wide open look. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Up top, Doncic. Defended by Beverly. Finney-Smith. The Mavericks rebound. Out to Hardaway. Here's Doncic. Here's Porzingis. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
I know it's early, but all those 3-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. We've got Marcus Morris. Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then it's Ibaka. And it's Leonard in at the small forward position. And here's George for 3. And it's Melly with the rebound. Dallas has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Redick finds Powell. Outside for Redick. Takes a 3. Hits the 3-point foul. Redick's got the lead up to 3 now for the Mavs.
Gets his shot off with great quickness. Redick knows he has the green light to take those.
Lobs it up for Ibaka. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Redick inside the line. Off the mark with the little step back Johnny. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Leonard doesn't give the defense time to react. His catch-and-shoot game is on point.
Runs in the pass to Richardson. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Clock at 6. Leonard with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. Morris with the ball. Pass to George. He's looking for Leonard and finds him. And the officials call a traveling violation. Marjanovic checked in for foul. And Los Angeles with some changes. The Mavericks leading. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Brunson, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Kennard finds Cousins. Fires from deep. The shot that time, not on target. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Redick against Jackson. Now here's Brunson. D right on him. Here's Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And that's rocking the rim. Give him the 2 points and tack on some for style.
Oh, he deserves them. He deserves all the points he can get there. Sensation. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Cousins out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. Dallas leading by 4. Brunson the pass to Melly. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
Count that one. Zubac has got his first 2 points.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Brunson kicks to Marjanovic. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And stolen by Redick. Here we go, one-on-one. Richardson for 3. Rebounded by Jackson. Clippers trail by 4. And then Cousins with the dunk.
I'll tell you this, if DeMarcus Cousins is on my team, I'm trying to give him an opportunity to finish near the rim every time up the floor.
Brunson up top. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Marjanovic, no good.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it. Jackson
gets the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Passes to Melly. Here's Richardson. There's the pass to Melly. Trying to get open is Marjanovic. Knocked away. Back to Richardson. The 3 drains the three-pointer. Richardson's got himself on the board with 3 there. Just 3 on the clock. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Mavericks lead by 3. And we'll be back with you right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground. That's all for now. Say good.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
They've got Marjanovic. Richardson is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Melly in at the power forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Floats it up for Cousins. Jackson finds Cousins.
Well, DeMarcus Cousins, not a tremendous leaper. So what do? You go to your up-fake game and catch that defense off balance.
This is his first free throw of the game. And he's good on the second. And here's Brunson. Dishes it to Richardson. Over Kennard. Here's Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Richardson the pass to Marjanovic. Over Cousins. Marjanovic, no good. Clippers trail by 6. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Brunson the pass to Marjanovic. Nice move, and that's good for 2. Marjanovic has got 11 points.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Here's Jackson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Brunson scanning the floor. Redick finds Marjanovic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Redick passes to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work. Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Kennard against Richardson. Marjanovic kicks to Richardson. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 6 points for him.
And defensively, they've gotten a little careless, not playing with the same focus we saw in the first.
There's Jackson with the 3. Connects from three-point range. Mavericks leading by 4. Brunson the pass to Richardson. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Redick for 3. Richardson outside. Redick passes to Marjanovic. Batum brings the double team. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
And here are the Clippers now. Kennard for 3. They grabbed their own miss. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Marjanovic against Cousins. Shot from 16. No good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Lays it up off the glass. Now just a 2-point Maverick lead.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Brunson against Jackson. Batum with the steal. Here's the break. Goes up. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
And it almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
Brunson against Jackson. Brunson, good. Brunson's got 4 points in the quarter.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Kennard for three. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Richardson, no luck. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Jackson. And the rejection by Marjanovic. To the inside. Belly. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Three-quarters of play in a close game here. Mavericks ahead, up by 2. And how about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th, Jackson is out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Batum in at the 3, the small forward. Ibaka, no luck.
They came close there to tying it up.
Oh, he had it in his sights. He wanted it. That bucket would have been huge.
Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
And after a first half in which their offense shot under 40%, they've got the lead, and they should count themselves to be lucky.
Hardaway against George. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. 60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. Out to Porzingis. They get it back. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Now it's a 6-point Dallas lead.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And Ibaka slams it in.
And Ibaka can really get up on these lob attempts. Great at finishing strong when he's near the rim.
Doncic outside from deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
The shot by George, no good. Mavericks leading by 4. Kleba kicks to Porzingis. Back to Kleba. Doncic with it. Guarded now by Morris. And Doncic gets it to go.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
George against Hardaway. Count that one.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. 4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Outside Leonard. And good that time.
Let's remember this is a former Finals MVP. He will not blink in the biggest of moments.
Doncic outside. Porzingis high post. Back to Doncic. Shot clock at 5. Over George. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Doncic has got 4 points this quarter.
He has been taking and making big shots for a long time. Luka Doncic with the delivery.
And Leonard has it in the corner. The shot's good on the assist by George.
That that's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Doncic feeling it out, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Really the best result they could have hoped for on that possession. They get back all 3 points they just gave up and are close to putting this thing out of reach.
And here's George for three. And it's Leonard missing. Mavericks leading by 4, and it's the Mavericks on the break. Here's the three. Doncic, no good. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And Maxi Kleber is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Pass to Leonard. Lets it go with a three. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
On the wing, Doncic. Defended by George. Doncic passes to Porzingis. George dishes to Leonard. No stopping him there. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The drive by Doncic. Yes!
Doncic relishes the opportunity to deliver in big moments, and my goodness, embrace the spotlight, young man.
Leonard inside. Got it!
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
And the Mavericks call time here. They trail by 1. Just 2 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And guys, it all comes down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to run a play that'll lead to a catch and shoot here on the inbound. Maybe one quick pass and then get it up.
Here's Doncic. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory. The bright lights and tall buildings of downtown. And we've got...
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Aaron Gordon out there with Michael Porter. Then it's Will Barton. Then there's Murray. And it's Jokic in at the 5 spot. And for the Clippers, Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Ibaka in at the center position. Now here's Leonard. George up top. Back to Leonard. Trying to get open is Ibaka. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by George. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players. But you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
All set. Murray finds Jokic. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That is his first foul of the game. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. And Murray, here we go. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Nice to see Murray take it strong to the rack. Pretty good finisher he is inside.
And Leonard has it in the corner. George against Barton. From the arc. George, no good. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. And that one's good by Porter.
How about that smooth shot from the arc for Porter? He's got such a confident release and deep range, too.
And, guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid. He's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take him to another level for sure.
And that's the activity on the offensive glass they like to see out of Kawhi. When he's in full hustle mode, they're a much stronger team.
Pass to Jokic. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now the pass to Leonard. Trying to get open is Ibaka. And Morris throws it down.
And you'd like to see more of this from Marcus. Attack that offensive glass and generate some points outside of those set plays.
Now here's Murray. Outside Porter. Jokic against Ibaka. And the layup's good off the glass. Jokic has got his second basket.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
Barton against George. Leonard on the wing. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here's Barton. Offensive rebound. And Murray with the second chance points.
And now they're turning this game into a drag race, sprinting out for easy fast break baskets.
And a deep three from George. It's hauled in by Gordon.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that. Boy, Jokic always in sync with his teammates, which is part of why he's able to put together these highlight reel sequences.
Here's Beverly following the basket by Jokic. Pass to George. Here's Denver now. They're on a 15-4 run right now. Porter, no luck. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The three. That misses, and he's 0 for 4.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Rebound by the Clippers.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And busting it up the floor. Lillard showing a lot of energy on the fast break. If there's one thing he doesn't lack, it's hustle.
Very pretty alley-oop layup.
And that log came from a mile away, and it was right on the money.
Talk about a long-distance connection.
I want to talk about those incredibly...
And so the first quarter is in the books. Nuggets lead by 7. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And what stands out to you from the Nuggets in this one?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Batuma's out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Jackson. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the 3 slot. Morris. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assist. Morris has got the lead back up to 7 now for the Nuggets. It's Jackson with the drive. McGee with the block.
Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot blocking.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Oh, perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him.
And a nice touch on the finish.
Stolen by Rivers. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. Yep, that one goes. Morris has got the lead up to 11 now for the Nuggets.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. Good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Kennard. Morris passes to Millsap. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. Morris outside. Rivers looking over the floor. 5 on the clock. Loads it up for Millsap. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there.
And great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there. Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
Morris with the bucket.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Here's Jackson. Oh, that's offensive interference. The Nuggets leading by 9. Morris passes to Rivers. 1:52 left in the second quarter. Oh, Morris in position, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Jackson, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And how about the confidence right now from Jackson? Not bashful at attacking and drawing attention from there.
Jackson hits both of them.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. George against Rivers. And George, here we go. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on JaVale McGee.
Boy, George can really change pace quickly. He's excellent at drawing physical contact.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Murray dishes to Gordon. He kicks it to Porter. Back to Gordon. And the turnover again by Denver.
Boy, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 5. Morris outside. From downtown, and there's George. That's good on the assist by Morris. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
And that kind of awareness from George is really exceptional. Catching the defense flat-footed by rising up immediately on the catch.
Here's Barton. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Nuggets lead by 4.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Leonard on the wing. Lets the 3 fly. Porter pulls it in.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Murray finds Gordon. Outside Porter. They get it back. Jokic on the follow. And it's a 6-point Nugget lead.
You can't afford to lose sight of Jokic, not even for a second. This guy's always a threat to hurt you on the offensive boards.
Leonard, that's for 2. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. And fellas, Jamal Murray is an out-and-out scorer. Running off screens or off the bounce. And that.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
So on the floor for Denver. Jokic is out there with Gordon. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Murray. And it's Barton in at the shooting guard position. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line. It's going to be Morris shooting. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon. For Los Angeles, they have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a little. Surprising, given that Morris is a solid shooter and a pretty good defender and rebounder.
Gordon with no one around, and a miss there on the triple. Clippers trail by 5. Right side, Leonard. Ring shot on the way. And George kicks to Leonard. Six on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Murray finds Jokic. Back to Murray. Jokic trying to free himself up. No good with the layup.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
And for the Clippers, they're shooting well. They're at 45%. Barton against George. The 17-footer.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Gordon, the pass to Porter. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Porter's got 5.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And again, no good by the Clippers.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. And now a 9-point Nugget lead. Beverly against Murray. Over to the wing. Ibaka for 3. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Ibaka comes with the double team, and McGee kicks to Dozier. Morris looking over the floor. Here's Millsap. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
In the corner, Kennard with it. For the 3. Millsap grabs the miss.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Ball stolen. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Mann. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
Morris outside to the middle. Zubac against McGee. Shoots over Zubac. McGee's shot is off. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarter.
Millsap grabs the miss. Here's Rivers. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. To the paint. Good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Jackson.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Floats it up for Millsap. That one doesn't drop. And we've reached the end of the third. Denver on top, up by 5. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. We've got Ibaka. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Paul George. And it's Beverly in at the 1. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Wide open look here for Murray. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
And if you don't get out on Murray, he will torch you. Lethal from behind the arc.
George from deep three-point land. The Clippers keep it alive. Porter with the steal, and there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Nuggets leading by 6. Now here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. Kicks it to Barton. A 3-ball. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Barton.
Tough shot that time by Jokic, finishing through contact. Great display of power and strength.
In the corner, it's Morris. That one off the back iron and out.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their league. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Kept alive. Outside for George. Cans the shot from the wing.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
It's Jokic top of the key. Pulls it up. No good on the shot. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Right side George. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Ibaka finds George. Now Leonard. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Leonard has really become so good at catching and firing. I mean, he doesn't allow the defense any time to alter his shot.
Murray against Beverly. Here's Jokic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Denver.
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
And how about the work they're doing also on the offensive glass? Creating those extra opportunities has been critical.
Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And there's only ever going to be one result when Kawhi's driving to the bucket, and it's going to be loud, and it's going to be painful.
Jokic passes to Gordon. Back to Jokic. It's good again, and the next one, 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Beverly against Jokic. Ibaka in the post. Rebound by Murray. And so it's Barton bringing it up for Denver. They've led by as many as 11 points. Jokic. The offensive rebound. Murray kicks to Jokic. It's Porter outside. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him. Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
You know, there are differing opinions as to who the best defensive player in the league is, but no matter what, Kawhi is always in the discussion.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Dozier's checked in, and it's Rivers in for Barton. Murray outside. Inside. Jokic with it. Pocket 4. Pass to Gordon. It's tipped. And here's Jokic. Here's Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Murray's got 5 points now this quarter.
Hey, you can't just have skill and confidence to make big shots. You got to have a big ticker, too.
The deep three from George. No good on that one. And the Nuggets going the other way. Here's Rivers. Murray. And Murray with the second chance points. And the Nuggets lead by 8.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Good on the shot.
Talk about someone who knows all the angles. Kawhi on the interior.
Now Murray. Outside Gordon. The pass to Dozier. Rivers kicks to Murray. Here's Dozier. Just 5 to shoot. Denver needs to get off his shot. Murray, no good. Outside, George over Rivers. Beverly, the pass to George. Over Rivers. Off on that one. So we see Denver get the win here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. A beautiful skyline of now. A look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And for Denver, they've got Nikola Jokic. Porter is out there with Gordon. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Murray in at point guard. Now, here's Doncic. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Great open look there.
And that's where Murray's speed shines through. He gives the D no time to react off that pass.
Here's Doncic. About 1 minute into the first quarter. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Hits from the high post.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Porter passes to Murray. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Doncic against Murray. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. The pass to Porzingis. 5 to shoot. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Porzingis can't hit.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
But we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big men. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Here's Kleba after the basket by Will Barton. Porzingis can't hit.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
That puts them in the lead.
A bit of a picture-perfect start here to this game. They've connected on all 3 looks.
The Mavericks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And here's Doncic from the arc. Dallas again missing.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
And Porter's height and length around the basket is going to help him create opportunities to score.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Kleba finds Doncic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Denver leading by 4. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart. I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Pass to Hardaway. Back to Porzingis. Doncic outside. Nailed from three-point land. Doncic has got 5 points so far.
Pretty unselfish play there, right? Porzingis finding the open man, and he's more and more comfortable and more aware of everything going on around him.
Now here's Barton. Murray with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. Fires from the line. Murray, no good. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. They trail by 1. Pass to Kleba. 1:05 left to play here in the first. And Finney-Smith gets it to go.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Nuggets have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Wide open look here for Murray. No good from outside.
A bit of pride at stake. Trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Over in the corner, Doncic. 34 seconds left to play in the first. No good there off the double clutch. The Nuggets shooting it from their comfort zone so far. In this one, 57% from the field. From 20 feet out, he hits the back iron and sinks the shot. He has 6.
That's a smooth and silky J there from Will Barton. Really adding a lot to his game to be effective from the perimeter.
Murray against Doncic. Out to Hardaway. Another shot. The shot comes out. It's all tied in Denver. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
On the court for the Mavericks. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. The Mavericks trailing. Doncic with it. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Finney-Smith's got 6.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Dallas has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Hardaway kicks to Kleba. The dish now to Doncic. Out to Hardaway. There's the 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. One-on-one here. Dozier passes to Rivers. Millsap left side. The tray. Porzingis with the rebound. The Mavericks leading. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. And he gets the jumper to drop. Porzingis has got his second basket of the game.
Well, that's a patented move, I think, for Porzingis. Excellent with the catch and shoot.
Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But, you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Brunson against Morris. Powell dishes to Reddick. Here's Melly. Millsap covering. And it's Melly missing. Denver's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Oh, Morris in position.
Oh, Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Knocked loose. Outside, Reddick. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Brunson, he trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Brunson's got the game tied up here for Dallas. The Nuggets have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Now the pass to Millsap. Fires the 3. Reddick with the rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Rivers against Brunson. And here we go with Morris, running it up the court. That one goes. Count it. Morris has got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Outside for Reddick. Here's Melly. Millsap covering. Here's Powell with nobody on him. He buries the jumper. Powell's got his first bucket in this one. For Denver, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Morris passes to McGee. Back to Morris. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Morris has got 8.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Richardson outside. Back to Brunson. Kicks to Richardson. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Rivers dishes to Morris. Richardson with it. Guarded now by Morris. Dallas moving it around. They now take the lead. Reddick's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Well, JJ's release is just so quick, even from 3.
And there's the feed to Morris. Back to Rivers. 17 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's McGee. Goes back up. He takes it up and lays it in. He's got 5. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Outside, Reddick. Turn around, Jay. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above 4. Just in terms of the second quarter, they were the better team. But there wasn't a big difference. And that'll about do it.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Monte Morris. He's been really playing well.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So out there for the Nuggets right now, we've got Murray, Aaron Gordon out there with Jokic. Then it's Porter, and it's Barton in at the shooting guard position. Reddick with the bucket. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides you with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, will. So Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
And Barton throws it down.
Well, the defense opens up just for a quick second, and that's where Barton takes advantage. He jets into that gap and right towards the hoop.
Brunson the pass to Richardson. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Murray finds Barton. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Pass to Murray. And here's Jokic. 6 to shoot. Banked in off the glass.
Well, people try to be aggressive with Jokic, but it doesn't bother him much on that kind of possession.
And here's Brunson. Pass to Redick. Three-pointer. That one misses.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. For three, Murray. They get the rebound. With a tie, a second chance effort. Jokic. It's good. This game is all even. Jokic has got his second bucket.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Brunson the pass to Nelly. Brunson against Murray. Back to Brunson. Richardson for three. And Jokic with the rebound. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. Maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Porzingis is checked in for Dallas. Luka Doncic comes in for Jalen Brunson. Morris with the bucket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Dallas has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Passes it to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. There's the triple. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Denver in the lead. Outside Millsap. The pass to Dozier. And McGee kicks to Morris. No good on the triple. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. It's Richardson on the wing. Back to Doncic. Shot clock at 6. To end the drought. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Doncic has got it all tied up now for Dallas. Morris against Doncic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Clearly a foul.
The Nuggets have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for J.J. Redick. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Josh Richardson. Lets it go from 11. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. Doncic has got 9.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Snatched away. Now Hardaway still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Now here's Doncic. And Dallas again with the bucket. There's the lob to the hoop. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Mavericks lead by 2. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. On the floor for Dallas starting the 4th quarter here. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Then there's Marjanovic. Then there's Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the shooting guard. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. On defense, the Nuggets. A 2-point game. Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic. For 3. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. Finney-Smith passes to Doncic. Jacks up a 3. The shot will not fall. And Denver the other way now. Murray with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Murray surveying the D. Jokic finds Murray. Back to Jokic. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Jokic has got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Nuggets. Pass to Marjanovic. Here's Porzingis. From outside the arc. Offensive rebound. Marjanovic. This one for 3. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And the Nuggets lead by 2. The Mavericks have gone a dismal 0 for 5 to get the 4th quarter underway. Doncic against Murray. From deep 3-point range. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Marjanovic. It's good on the putback. Marjanovic has got the game tied up here for the Mavs.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
Jokic passes to Murray. And that one drops for him. Murray's got 4 points this quarter.
How about Murray stepping up, poised for this young player?
Here's Doncic. Pass to Finney-Smith. Takes the 3. That shot misses. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points.
Well, Jokic needed it, and he got it.
And that tacks another big point onto the lead. Great N1 play, showing us now a little bit of that killer instinct.
Mavericks trail by 5. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists in the game.
Oh, Porzingis loving the moment right here, stepping up huge.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Just 5 on the clock. For 3, Murray. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Over to the left wing. Doncic with it. To take the lead. And it's Denver with the rebound.
Well, another tin-cup moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from 3-point range. This is not a 4th quarter he's going to want to remember. Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Doncic, no good.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
Just refusing to back down when the spotlight's brightest. Porter outstanding at taking over here in the clutch.
The three for Doncic. Count it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Porter passes to Jokic. He feeds it to Gordon. It's in!
You're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Porter. From deep. Offline. So we see Denver get the win here. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great